Good morning. It is Friday, August the 6th. Thought I would do a quick video on gold and silver stocks. They seem like they're back in play and they're performing pretty well. Start off with GLD, the gold ETF. Now this kind of goldish colored, orangish colored line is the 50-day moving average, which we're running into today. So I think the way to do this is, dip buys and probably I wouldn't have any more. I don't know, 10-15% of your portfolio, in a gold silver type position. And actually I wouldn't even be too scared to go ahead and initiate a quarter to 1/3 of your position size that you want to get to your 10 or 15%. You could actually initiate it today, and then, like I said, possibly dip buy. Now this kind of green colored line is the 20-day moving average. That's where it bounced last time, so that would probably be a good spot to add to your position. Would be down in this area here, about 116.50 or whatever the 20-day moving average is at the time. Here's a 20. So that's something you might want to consider right now, since they've looking pretty good again. And take a look at silver, the silver ETSLV. I wouldn't initiate a position here quite yet. Let's wait till it breaks out over this high from August the 4th, which is $18.30. That should confirm a breakout out of this triangle at $18.30, and I'd like to see some volume. There's no volume today. There's no volume in the market anyway. It's like everybody's walked away. I don't know, the institutions. Of course, in summer they kind of do that anyway. But so that's where I would wait on initiating a position here in silver, and then again do maybe a third of position that you want. And then here's some other ideas of some various gold and silver stocks I really like. IAMGOLD, IAG. I like this when it is in a triangle. It's had good volume. It's above my, I like it when my MACD here, when we break above here, it's usually a pretty good sign. Even there may be some pullbacks, but it's usually a pretty good sign. Again, you could initiate a partial position here and then add on dips. You could even actually add, if the breakout holds and confirms, you could add on a breakout as well here. But this is a one that I like. It's got good fundamentals. Next is NSU. This Nevsun Resources. It's kind of resting, but it's above here. It's not moving a lot today. It's a little kind of a cheapier one, but it's got good fundamentals. Again, you could initiate a position here. Now, I would use stops on all of this, and here I would use somewhere around this trend line or the 30-day moving average. Let me go back to IAG. Again, I would probably give this one some room down to the 30-day or so, somewhere between 16.50 and 17. You can always get back in these. Don't let anything run too much against you. Let's see. Let's go to, of course, my little Eldorado Gold. Very good fundamentals. It has broken out above here. I like that. Again, you could initiate a position here, add on dips. Let's see, what's it using here? So it's holding the 50-day moving average. That's good. This kind of orangish gold line's a 50-day. It held it there. So I would see it. Hopefully it should continue to hold that 50. That's a very good sign. But again, you'd want to add on dips or so, and then I wouldn't give this past this trend line here. If it breaks down to this trend line, I'd probably get out. Again, you could always re-enter. Next, let's look at Hecla Mining, which of course is in the trading account portfolio. I mean, it's been in this falling wedge pattern, been in it for a while. Had really good volume here. Had good volume on earnings. It should have support here around this 509 area. Somewhere, it's an area. I'd give it down to the 30 moving average. I wouldn't have my stop much past that. Should be fine. So again, you can initiate a position here, add on a little bit of dip, or you could even add on a breakout if it's got good volume and confirms. I do like this one over time as well. Newmont. Newmont earnings were okay. They're had some, a lot of these have been doing this. They kind of sell off on earnings and they start bouncing. It's back above its downtrend line. It does have overhead resistance. Again, you can initiate a position here. I would use this 50-day, not 50-day, this $55 mark. Sorry, use this $55 where the trend line is as support, and also a stop area to get out of this one. And if you're going to play options on these, I would probably, you want to give yourself, don't do August, do at least September, I would think, or you want to give yourself a 2 months or 3 months or something on these. Next, let's look at NGD. New Gold, another good fundamentals. Good earnings, big move, good volume to support it. It does have this gap to fill, so once it fills it, probably will come back and retrace some. Use the $5.25 as your stop area right in here, and again, you could start a position here. ANV, another good gold stock. Holding here, some horizontal work, which is fine. It's got this trend line. I would use about the 30-day as your stop, which is on this red line here, so about 18 and a quarter, 18.50 right now. Another one that's looking good. You could initiate a position here. This one's actually kind of struggling today, and I actually like the fundamentals on this one, and it's pretty cheap. But I wouldn't touch it until it breaks out of this downtrend line. So it needs to break out above this here, which is what, $4.34. You could initiate a position here as long as it doesn't break down out of this trend line, and you could jump back out. I mean, a pretty low risk here to buy around this trend line. And so if it breaks down to, say, I don't know, somewhere, let's see, what's the low here? I would say about $4.10 or so you could use as a stop. So you could initiate a position here. I mean, it has broken out above here. I like that. And then, and then if it breaks out with some good volume, you could add here. So I know the chart doesn't look too pretty. It's been has been in a downtrend, but I think it is trying to bottom here. And so that's and it's got a nice little ascending triangle. All right, so those are kind of some ideas on some gold, silver stocks, miners, which seem to be back in play right now. I think this is a currency thing that's going on behind the scenes. It's causing, a lot of the movement back into the gold and silver. All right, that is it. Hopefully it helps you out and gives you some ideas. Thanks.